Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Tabletop Gaming. We're back with some more D&D. Last time we left off, more fights and more traveling happened. We still ain't left the marshlands yet.
No, you've left the marshlands.
We're in the swamp.
Yeah, now
You're
we're in the soft
Oh,
lands.
they're in the swamp. You're cheating.
Eh.
Technically, we could be cheating. However,
Not-
I'd have to be doing a Yajiro in Bulma getting carried by Gohan.
Yeah, let's be honest here. You can't cheat nearly as hard as I can. Not over
My
long
line's longer
distances,
than
anyway.
yours.
If only I wasn't a DM. No, wait, I am the DM. I can cheat harder than you.
I'm talking about the other players, dude.
I can cheat harder than all the other players.
No shit.
Get on with it.
A DM is also a player, fun fact. I get the best rolls of playing everybody else. So, bit more of a actual recap in the sense of where we currently are. So, Otto is still feeling like a loner,
Not trying to be.
and is still continuing his journey in a northerly direction above the trees at this point, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're not doing fancy shenanigans of trying to negotiate the trees and stuff themselves. We are quite simply, we flew as far as we could, we landed, we had a rest, we decided to take off again. Straight as the bird flies, so it seems. Unknowing of an actual destination, with leaving the only new landmark, so to speak, behind, going as far north as his bird wings will carry him. Which was, meanwhile, the rest of the group, not as freely able to fly, currently having no idea where Otto actually is himself, are heading as in the same various northerly direction as best they can. However, they are on foot, and as a result are much slower. I believe it's about a 4 times travel pace that Otto is currently getting with the airborne. Suppose as opposed to those on foot who are currently now having left the marshlands and having a rest, heading deeper into the swamplands. However, upon their previous rest, they noticed some signs of a possible pathway / passage that seems
Suspect green fireballs.
It seems to make its way through swampland, keeping them for the most part out of
The mud.
the wood, well, not out the mud, but out of the out of the entanglement of undergrowth and trees and various waterlogged areas,
Which would also contain mud.
which would contain even more mud. And so, simple question to start with for top.
Mm-hmm.
What is the plan? Are we doing the going until you run out of time, or
Yes.
okay? Sticking with. Do I start calling you Straight Line Turb? Or Straight Line Otto?
He's a straight shooter, you see.
Well, his shooting's probably not straight, but he is. As far as you can tell.
Yeah.
So, your goals is plain and simple. Head that way.
Uh-huh.
Keep a steady pace. When your time is, when you know your time, since your time's coming near, that's when you start checking for your landing spot, I suppose.
Yep.
Whereby you will most likely assess your current situation. However, that is approximately 4 hours from now, if I'm remembering the time on your travel forms, right?
Yeah.
It was half your level.
I'm going to be honest, I'm going to max out the transformation in that direction. If I find nothing, I'm going back to the cabin.
How many? Is it 2 per short rest? Then you get 1 back.
I thought I full rested.
No, I mean like if you're going for for the full amount, you've had a full rest. This is the first one of 2, I think it is, between short rests.
Yeah, I'm only gonna. I mean, maxed out 1 transformation. So, at the end of 1 transformation's time, then I'm turning around.
Oh, right, okay. So we're going for almost 4 hours.
Yeah.
And
then wheeling back around to the cabin. Because
okay.
it is pretty far now from the group, and it's like I kind of want to stay with the group, kind of don't. It's one of those like darned if I do, darned if I don't, and it's better to be in a group even if I get screwed.
2 days. Well, 2 transformations at 4 hours is approximately a whole day's worth of travel. Going on the ideal scenario of 8 hours rest, 8 hours travel, 8 hours doing various other shit and whatnot.
Yep.
Which technically includes partly resting. Okay. Straight lines as where possible. So, Zoho is currently on his way.
NPC'd. Yeah.
Kind of. So, you have set off, this time not necessarily traveling in a straight line, but deciding to follow what appears to be this pathway.
Yep.
The ground is soft and wet beneath your feet, and for the most part, with all the winds that this road are going, is Foreign still using said compass that he has?
Oh, Thorin.
Gosh.
I need a boot to throw at people.
Seriously.
Yes.
You are being talked to.
Yeah, pay attention. Is Foreign still keeping an eye on his compass and stuff as you travel down this path?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you make your way along this route, you find that there's quite a few twists and turns as you go along. But upon checking your compass on, as you go, for the most part, you feel like you are still heading in a general northern direction.
Do I see any smoke or anything off in the distance that might approximate some kind of dwelling or town or village?
Would you like to make a perception check?
Sure.
So, as you keep an eye on your traveling and general surroundings, you find that within the deeper parts of the swamp, not much light breaks through the tree's canopy. Various patches of light kind of scatter the ground, but not enough to make full use of it. There are various varieties of foliage scattered around, and I say scattered, I mean like mainly trees, but there's shrubbery and stuff, and you can't see too far in any single direction due to it.
Lovely.
At the moments that you are able to kind of peek up to the sky, there is no obvious signs of what you suggested, civilization. However, you do see like various birds occasionally pass by, or what you believe to be birds, due to the brief moments that you can catch a glimpse through the trees above you.
Can I tell? Oh yeah, what I assume is birds. So I can't really tell what kind of birds they are, per se.
They're birds. It's a variety of bird life that's currently fluttering around in the tree lines.
Well,
Whatnot.
I'm going to continue to follow the pathway, as there doesn't seem to be anything else that I can see currently.
Okay. Faye, you still alive? Or did you go, BRB?
They texted in the chat saying
Okay.
they'd be paying attention
Yeah,
to
I just
the
saw.
road.
Okay. Any specific input to your first bouts of traveling?
Speaking to me?
Oh.
No. Okay.
Being with Cayenne.
Okay.
Would you care to make a perception check then? Can try. Takes a while for them to engage those eyeballs.
I feel like there's an Inspector Gadget joke somewhere in there.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-bo.
Well, there's no need for you to roll 2 dice for any reason at the moment, so you're not likely going to get snake eyes.
I am gonna step away for a bit. I'll be back.
I'm waiting for a dice roll, Faye. Okay. 18. Very similar rolls. Interesting. So, at first, pretty much the same kind of deal as I just described. Brief moments where you can actually see above the tree line. No distinct distance can be seen in most ways, especially with the as you go around certain like bends in the path, and the way like back becomes obscured by the trees as you head around them. However, as you're yeah, let me just quickly check Zoho's passive. He is not here. Okay, so as you travel further into the swamp, after the first couple of, like, say a couple of hours have passed, you do notice that you feel as though either you're heading downhill or the water level around you feels like it's rising. You slowly notice that your footsteps go from being like slippy in the sense of it's mud, but it's firm enough to walk on as long as you're watching your step, to the ground beneath you starts feeling softer. And you notice that where the tree roots and the lower branch like levels were before appeared to be muddy seems to now be started. That gauge seems to be different, so let me just do a squiggle for an example. Say we've got tree with roots, and the lower level of the branches, not branches, roots and the trunks of the tree kind of like have various mud and things stuck to them. And that, for the most part, was like consistent to some degree in regards to a level. But as you've been traveling and the ground becomes wetter, there seems to be less of this mud, but and things stuck caught on the trees themselves, and the gap between the water line where you can see it and that seems to be shorter in comparison to what it was this morning when you first headed out. You both are able to see this, by the way, and kind of pick up on this change.
Okay. Um.
It also
Thorin-
probably feels like the path might be getting narrower.
Makes sense considering the water's getting deeper. Can we see anything that might be causing this?
That would require a separate roll.
Okay, I'll roll another perception. If that's what you desire. Am I correct?
Well, you're looking for a specific thing, right?
Yeah.
You're not sure what it is, but you're trying to pinpoint.
Could it be
cause.
perception or investigation?
Could be either. Depends on how you want to go about it.
I'm going to investigate.
Okay, so how are you investigating?
Uh,
Describe it to me.
Thorin is going to see if there's a current in the water, whether through taking some loose leaves or throwing them onto the surface and then observing them, or sticking his hand into the water to see if he can feel it moving along his fingertips. And then look if there's a current looking in the direction that it is moving. Opposite that it is moving to see if he can see a source.
Okay, so you're basically gonna kind of like stick your hand in to see if you can feel the flow.
Yes.
And look for signs of movement within the water. Okay, so I should briefly pause and head to a spot where you can kind of like actually do this and that you feel is deeper enough, and you bend down and you kind of like dip your hand into the water with its surface kind of like littered with leaves and various other plant matter. And so like you feel something moving.
Is it the water I feel moving?
It feels as though there is a very slight current. Nothing like that of like a river that's purely flowing, but it feels like as you pay attention, like the foliage that's kind of floating loose on the water seems to kind of like start gathering on either the back or depending on which way you put your hand in the water, it's like either the palm or the back of your hand seems to start like slowly feels like things are pushing against it, like bits of leaf litter and things. And general direction of movement seems to be roughly the same way you're traveling.
So the water's
further
coming
inland.
Okay. Thorin looks in the direction the current is coming from. Does he see anything?
You see the path that you have traveled so far.
But I can't see anything else that would give away what's going on.
Nothing distinct, no distinct features.
I'm back.
Although it's a bit more obvious that certain things are kind of like ever so slowly moving. Like now you've actually tested it and spotted it, you can kind of like see the same kind of thing happening on the trees where they're north facing like trunks.
They're collecting detritus.
So that's a really bad color to choose. Let's choose a better green. The leaf litter needs to be forming here, and on this other side there seems to be slowly peeling away. Hope this diagram actually is making sense.
I wasn't looking at it until I got back.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright, well, Thorin continues down the path then. To his answers, it seems, all lie down that way. Not exactly anything else I can do.
Okay, so you stand yourself back up and I guess confer to the group what you
Yeah.
have noticed, but your decision is to keep heading further north as long as this path is. I assume as long as this current path is available and continues to head very vaguely north.
Mm-hmm.
So the group continue. I'm gonna guess that's Squeaky.
Wow.
He's
Okay.
alive! Alive!
I'll give Squeaky a second to log in. And then I'll explain the drawings
Oh,
and the squiggles.
And the
Boom.
wiggles
Bop.
and the weird
Bam.
little shapes and sounds.
voracious canids.
Don't wish that on us right now, Mouse.
I don't even know what he said.
I thought people would get the
I do, and I'm not repeating it.
reference.
Does it matter?
Yes.
I said voracious canids.
Come falling from the sky.
I forget what canids are.
Dog.
Okay.
No, I said
Begins to
canids.
rain.
Monty Python. I mean, no, not Monty. Willy Wonka.
Okay, so
The bugs.
well, welcome Zoho. Of
Yeah.
non-NPC variety, you didn't do much. You
What are you
managed to
waiting
not
on
fail.
people?
You managed to not pass. It's great. So, quick squirrels. You guys, as a group, are still heading, effectively following what seems to be some kind of pathway. It doesn't go straight north, but Thorin's been keeping an eye on the compass. You are overall heading in a northerly direction, which is the way.
Minus Otto, who is still a bird.
Yep, minus Otto. As you've been traveling,
I mean, technically, you're following me.
We just don't
no,
know
they're not,
it.
because they don't know where you went. So,
Yeah.
so, as you spent like the first couple of hours of the journey, you guys have started to notice signs that the water level seems to be rising, and Thorin has dunked his hand in it to try and investigate more, and there seems to be a ever so slight northerly current, so it's going pretty much in the same direction as you, further what would be inland considering where your original point was. So, deciding to, I believe we just said the decision is to continue for the most part, as long as it allows you to head further, continue following this path or trail. I can never make my mind up on what I want to call it. Trail's probably the better idea, but it's path now. as long as it keeps you heading in your general, like, heading of what you wish. And you continue to do so, and as time passes, trail. See, change my words again. Seems to be getting narrower, and the water you see it. Your feet seem to be. As you place your feet, the sound of the soft mud squelching is now more of a slight splat, as the water is now just covering the trail itself.
Yay, an upgrade.
At which point I'll quickly, while you figure out what you're going to do next, I'll flip over to Otto.
Okay.
Otto, you've been flying northerly direction for over 3 hours now. Would you like to roll me a perception check?
Yeah.
Keen eye, so advantage, I guess. Okay, cool. So, as you've been flying northerly for the past few hours, you haven't seen any new signs of civilization, and you feel like you're coming into your last hour, like the last hour of time that you have.
Okay.
What you have noticed, though, there are, looking down upon the swamp's canopy, there are other birds that have been flying about, and you have noticed that you feel like they're heading the same direction as you.
Away? Can I tell if they're flying away from something or towards something?
Roll an insight.
No.
You have no idea, you just have this feeling that... Is that the same bird that you saw earlier? But you're not sure because of your height and how, like, the difference in size and stuff. It's like, might just be a different bird, but why does everything seem to be going this way?
Yeah.
Is what's crossing your mind.
Okay.
And you know you have about an hour. You have not about an hour, under an hour left in your actual transformation time.
I guess I'll follow until my transformation expires.
What, mid-flight?
No. Of course not.
Are we going to do a sudden panic as to...
I'm gonna fly really, really high, untransform in midair, and then retransform while I'm falling.
But do you know how far you fall in a round turp?
Yeah, I know.
Do you have all the math calculations to know?
No.
Because you could do that. However,
The only reason why
if you've done the maths wrong,
yeah, the
it's
only
gonna be
reason
a
why I
really
made
bad time.
I'm not gonna go into that. No. The only reason why
Right.
I'm doing that is because that's a thing that happened in one of my favorite stories. Anyway.
So, as you come towards as you're within this last hour, you start kind of like peering out for just enough space to kind of like get down to like land so you can actually return to you, the you that you are usually naturally in. Although sometimes it's starting to feel like it might not be. You have spent a lot of time with animals now. In the last couple of days.
In a short period of time, yeah.
Yeah. And you're able to, like, it's not too hard to find a spot that you can feel like you can get down and like below the tree line to make landing. And as you do so, you like land, your claws dig into the mud beneath you. Up here, it seems to be what we'll call regular swamp. Patches of land, patches of water. You get the gist.
Mm-hmm.
And you revert to your normal self. Would you like to take your bearings, or are you planning on just...
Yeah,
immediately
bearings
going?
should probably be a good idea.
Okay. So, as you take note of your bearings and take not a short rest, but like just a breather. You've been constant bird for a few hours now. Take note of your surroundings. You are indeed in a swamp. And as you pause, a few minutes afterwards, there's a rustling in the canopy near to where you are.
I'm getting jumped.
Again.
Probably.
Don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna ready action if there is actually somebody attacking me. Probably a spell.
Feeling as though there might be an incoming threat, you put yourself on guard, not knowing what it is. You don't necessarily want to take say an animal form that may put you at a disadvantage. And you turn around and keep an eye on where the canopy may rustled. And a brief moment later, there's more rustling in the canopy behind you.
Uh-oh.
You turn around to see where this new one's come from, and there's a bird sitting in the tree. Staring at you. And at a slightly closer look, you realize there's multiple birds perched in the trees near this one, all staring at you.
And me without useful spells besides Beach of Beast and Leaf. There's nothing I can do to communicate with them at all. I don't really have anything right now on insight, I suppose, on what they're doing. Like, are they looking at me? Or are they waiting expectantly?
They're definitely looking at you.
Are they like waiting expecting?
They've got the full-on bird stare where they just sort of like got their heads cocked to one side and that one eyeball just straight at you.
Can I tell if it's because I'm sick?
Oh, what would you roll for that? I'd say nature, but it's a various. They're not all one type of bird. It is a grouping of various birds. So, like, trying to do that kind of gets muddled. What would be the correct roll for a hunch? That's basically the question we're asking, isn't
Insight.
it? I suppose it's insight again. It just feels boring being inside.
Yeah. Oh.
That is high.
You sense there's a reason they're here, but you don't think it's because you're sick.
Prolonged eye contact.
Although the blisters that are on like your fingers and hands are kind of annoying. They're making your hands kind of like extra sensitive.
I'm having one of those dark moments. I can't figure it out.
You're always having a dark moment. Just make a decision.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Speech of Beast and Leaf, do you want to lead me somewhere? Not if you...
Click it. Okay, it's limited communication.
Yeah.
It's not actual conversation. Got it.
No, not if you... not understand, but if that's what you're here for.
What was the question?
Are you here to lead me somewhere?
Some of the birds just kind of like ruffle in response. A crow calls at you. You get the feeling the answer's a no.
Is there something in the swamp that needs my attention as a druid?
Various birds kind of look at like amongst themselves and as they stare back at you, it's like crow calls again, same way it did before. More ruffling of feathers.
Are you watching me for somebody?
And they start pecking the branches beneath their feet.
I forget. Only long rests can I change my spells out, right?
Yep, and that gets really annoying if you.
Honestly,
If you
the
don't
only
have
thing
both.
I'd change would be like a level 1. It's just so I can communicate with them more, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just
But yeah,
gonna...
it would be a long rest.
Yeah.
But it's only been 4 hours since your last one,
Yeah.
effectively.
Not
So
going
too
to...
soon.
Yeah. So I'm gonna... Otto's just gonna shrug and assume it's just them being inquisitive and transform into a bird and head back to the cabin.
Okay, so you're gonna stick with your original plan.
Yeah.
For today. So. You transform back into your giant raven form. Keeping an eye on these birds, and you
Yeah.
take off back the way you came. This time, as you leave, you notice that the rustling in the leaves and stuff below you seems to follow.
Okay. I have made a bird colony. I have a murder of crows.
They're not all crows.
Wait, the Bebs are following you now.
Yep.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Right, so back to the group at hand where your pathway is slowly sinking.
Wait, I just realized crows and
We need to
ravens
get
are
the
a
higher.
bad omen.
Yeah. Why do they think they're called a murder?
Yeah.
No, I am not.
Murder hobo. Murder hobo. Murder hobo.
Anyway, let's...
Zaha looks to the others. Perhaps we should consider getting to higher ground, or we become submerged.
I thought all that
Yep.
traveling was for that reason.
So,
Yeah, but we're solely sinking.
no,
Thorin just kind of looks at Zoho. What higher ground? This is as high as it gets.
Maybe a tree?
Well, no, there is patches of high ground. This is just roughly where the trail is.
I suggest we just continue following the trail for the time being instead of worrying about what's off to either side, as it looks rather wet.
yeah, the moment it gets too narrow, I'll just start flying us.
I'd rather we keep that as a last resort, Kyvan.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I can keep us flying for 10 hours, so that wouldn't be a problem. Besides, we also should discuss eventually of who I should contact for any other information, or just to find out where the hell Otto went.
I think we should focus on the latter now. Being by himself, he's in a very vulnerable position right now. Not to mention, he's still ill.
Do you
You
guys
both
actually know
are.
that?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
She mentioned the vampiress mentioned in that you still have longer to cook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the sooner we find Otto and ensure that, he gets as much rest as the rest of us does from this illness that vampires inflicted on us, the better.
No, we should be fine. By the sounds of it, what we have is in what caused all those people to become mindless drones. We need to get him to a specific. We need to get him to a specific a specific healer or something.
Like a cleric.
Yeah, and the only
Probably.
and the only one I know is too far. It's too far east to even get here.
And unfortunately, I do know one cleric, but I'm afraid she may be out of our reach for the time being. So that's out.
So am I sending out 25 words or because Cayenne is still gonna keep walking the path.
Yeah, so is Thorin.
Yeah, same.
Thorin is just gonna look at Cayenne. The decision is yours, ultimately. It is your spell slots you're using.
I don't think they know what a slot is.
Or spell.
Yeah,
Sorry, not slot. I am tired. I've been up since 5 this morning.
Alright.
It is one of your spells you're using, and you only have so many you can use in a day. Thorin just shrugs, continues walking on with the compass in hand.
Okay, so as you guys continue, over the next half hour, the water level gets to about ankle deep, but doesn't seem to get any deeper than that. Although it does make following the trail a little more tricky as you continue keeping your footing with the random stuff floating around starts to obscure the way. So I would like a combined effort of survival checks.
Of
See
what?
if you can keep your
Checks?
navigation. Survival.
Oh, God.
Don't touch the sides! Oops, Butterfingers.
Nah, it's fair. He's waiting on you two.
Yeah, and I'm type. Yeah, I'm type.
Oh,
Congratulations!
survival?
Congratulations, you get this, Otto.
What?
Remember, 25 words.
Yeah, I know.
Survival. +6.
Toss. Why is it not working? Oh, there we go. Ignore the second one. I'll take.
Apparently, was just being slow.
Yeah. It was thinking.
Survival, normal. Just not doing shit. The fuck?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay.
Close that. Press it again.
Something is being a pain in the ass.
There.
Yes, it is.
That's my reply.
I'm gonna refresh that page.
Cayenne is having technical difficulties for some reason.
I mean,
Okay, there we go.
What? Did you say technical difficulties?
fact, the first roll I had was a 19, but I'm going to stick with a 14. So it would have been a 25.
Okay. Between you and a few slight missteps whereby one of you may drift a little off of what you believe the path and find yourself kind of like sinking a bit and getting a little more wet than expected. You are able to continue upon what you believe the trail that you were following on for another hour without too much trouble. The occasional stumble, but nothing serious. Damn tree roots. And as you head forward, I need to go grab some tokens for people.
Where
Me.
the feck are
Give me
we
a second,
in
I need to
this?
grab some.
It's the cabin I found earlier. I told you guys
Yeah, I
about it in my message back.
No, I'm just wondering where we're supposed to be on here.
You're
grabbing
probably
tokens.
south
Give
of
me a
this.
second.
And
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay. Oh, so
We're
the scrolls
sticking
are
with
kind
the
of creepy.
usual formation of map is north. Map orientation is north.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
after a while, you find an area not so covered in dense tree growth, but a lot of various vegetation of low-lying shrubbery,
Mm.
and off towards the. Wait, have I done this the wrong way around? This is meant to be the other way around. Give me a second. Put you on the drier bit.
Yeah, it's the drier bit. That's much better.
Yeah, it's the coloring of it. It's all like I was like, hang on, this isn't. It's the other way around. This is the drier bit. This is the wetter bit.
Yeah, in my map, the green part was the wet part.
Yeah, it's like when I first looked at it, I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. It gotta be the other way around. So, you see a small cabin. Well, what appears to be a small cabin.
In the woods. Actually, the swamp. The swamp.
Jeez, you should know better. You're meant to be a druid from the woods. You should know the difference between your various trees and their habitats.
I have no idea what you're talking
Shame
about.
on you. You find yourself. Yes, here. Actually, no, fuck it. Put you over here. Change my mind. This side.
Moving around
Coming from this
at
way.
the speed of sound.
Rolling around at the speed of no.
So the trees break and yes, behold, low-lying shrubbery, few trees,
Cabin.
and a cabin
In the Goopy Woods.
in the goopy
How
woods.
odd. Didn't expect
Not
someone to be
not the
living
correct, but acceptable.
here. I didn't
Are
think
we-
anyone would be living out here.
Thorin is kind of slightly confused and concerned. but there's nothing else nearby to stay at right now, so might have to make do. He's
Well, I
gonna
mean-
trudge along the dry path to get closer.
Same.
I'm assuming this is the same cabin that Otto mentioned.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me just correct this. It's the driest path. It's still not dry. It's still muddy and slippy and difficult terrain.
Wow.
Everything is waterlogged.
So how does that work? I only have 35 feet. Does that mean if this is
You get
difficult?
20.
All right.
And if I have
I'll be
45,
nice and
I
have
get
20.
25. I have 45 feet of movement.
Yeah, we know you're a monk.
Hey!
Filthy monk.
Hey!
So, yes,
He
you're
trained
here.
his glutes.
Great. Now I'm just imagining him twerking.
Unnecessary distraction. So,
Thorin is. Oh, never mind. I'm going to move my token back.
there is a
Cat,
cabin.
fire
It is-
logs.
Please
It's
stop.
dark, in the sense of there is currently no smoke. No lights.
Question. How late in the day is it?
Can't
You
tell.
You've only been traveling from where you long rested. About 5 hours. So,
So
not
halfway through the day.
approaching halfway through the day.
Hmm.
Sound like the bean seller when you did that.
No, that just sounds like a villager.
No, the way you specifically sounds like the bean seller from Zelda.
Okay.
Anyway,
The distraction aside, Thorin is going to continue forward while keeping an eye out while only moving 20 feet at a time because I gotta remember this.
Keeping an
Filthy
eye out.
monk.
you disgust me, you fast-moving
You-
thing, you.
I still have to deal with the waterlogged.
Well, I mean, if we all, if you guys let me go for it after we leave here, I can see if use in that one spell that makes me fast, or will freeze the ground. Oh wait, no, I can't do that.
Thorin is keeping an eye on where he's walking. He's put the compass away because she's gonna investigate, and he doesn't want to drop that because he's not paying attention. Well, he doesn't need a repeat of the snake.
He doesn't need a repeat of the snake. Okay.
Should you blame me?
Snake. Snake.
Snarky.
Says
Good.
the other two moved.
So as soon as I get there, I just see that, don't I?
That?
Yes.
Without the bit in the middle.
Oh, so no skull.
Yeah, no skull.
Okay, so no obvious sign it's a witch's hut. Got it.
No, I just needed a hut in a swamp, and it's really hard to get a hut in a swamp that doesn't have additional.
Like Hagraven leanings, yeah.
Like, I can justify one or two skulls based on the fact that things here eat one another and whatnot, but like, them being everywhere is like.
Obscene.
It's
Kai, swamps are related to black magic.
Ayo.
Haven't you played
Ayo.
Magic?
And a boot to the head.
Ah!
I'm
One for Jenny and the Wimp.
Jenny and the Wimp.
Which one of you is Jenny and which one of you is the Wimp?
I don't know.
I think Monk is the
Squeak
wimp. Yeah.
I'm
Why?
sorry. I'm just.
Because
gonna
you
slap
could keep
all
complaining
with
about
a
combat.
I'm
Not
gonna
all the
slap you
time.
all with a fresh fish.
Anyway.
Anyway, we're getting distracted now. So yes,
Um,
there is a ring of mushrooms over there.
Thorin looks at it suspiciously. He hasn't forgotten the incident with the ink caps. It may have been a while.
Yes, you ate. You ate one full and went blind for a while.
Is there any shenanigans that I need to roll to remember anything that I might have been told as a child?
No, it's just a ring of mushrooms.
So no Fae shenanigans got told to me from elf parents. Got it.
Ring around the rosy.
What fairy
pocket
rings?
Full of posy.
Fairy rings. Aw.
I ain't touching that right now.
Nah, Thorin just.
No, he's talking about what I said, man.
I have to wait for you two to move again.
You know, unless they're matching pace with you.
Well, no,
Well, no,
one's
technically I'm ahead.
No one's interested in these casual mushrooms. Lovely. Okay. Oh yeah, the druid's not here. Never mind.
Cayenne also said she's not going to touch them currently.
Thorin has had one bad experience. One bad experience is enough.
Aw, man, I'm tripping!
Hi. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Oh no, I'm coming down! Anyway.
Yes, many squares do make a circle. Next.
Black.
No, that's Paper Mario.
Oh yeah, these skulls are here.
Thorin is just kind of looking at them slightly askance because they're so close to the cabin. Do you think it's safe to go in there?
I mean, it's safe to knock, not to barge in. One time we did that was with the corpse.
Thorin doesn't. I don't remember this because I wasn't here for that.
No, you were here for that. It was the little
Oh.
fishing cabin.
Yeah, I wasn't here that session.
Everybody was there for that session. I remember that.
No, I was there when they
Remember-
left. I wasn't there when people went into the cabin.
Anyway.
Thorin's gonna call out, "Hello, the cabin."
And you guys were here.
About.
Well, I only
Okay.
moved 20 feet, so.
So you're basically following this way.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
in here-ish.
Okay. Could you roll initiative at disadvantage, please?
Wait, what is happening?
You're rolling
You just roll
initiative.
Initiative at disadvantage.
Why?
Does this negate the disadvantage?
No.
Damn.
I'm not being told why.
You don't have to know why.
I'm telling you to roll initiative. That's why.
Disadvantage. Roll.
Yeah, D&D is not necessarily have to tell you.
now Faye's like, why is it not rolling? Do you have your token selected?
That
You
is a
click the button.
4 and a 12.
So if, however, it doesn't add you to the tracker, so you need to do it off the what's it sheet.
Well, I also didn't have my token selected.
That could also be why.
Well, since oh, well, it would help if I didn't have the line tool. Well, thought I'd try.
Well, didn't add you to it. There we go. So it doesn't work with that. Okay, got it.
So that would, yeah, no, it wouldn't. Yeah, no, it doesn't work for that. So I was a 6.
Grand total of 6. Okay.
Yeah, because ignore that other one. I don't know what's going on there. It did. Yeah, no, it didn't take the roll. But it did take the roll in the first one.
Okay. So. Oh, hang on. There's a. Need to find a button. There's the
Muffin button.
So you know how I set the pit to water?
No.
Yeah.
And there's a pile of skulls there.
Oh, there's
No,
skeletons.
they're undead.
No! There's a reason there's skeletons there. Or at least parts of skulls and things.
That makes sense.
Wow, I can't believe I actually drew the fucking alligator nearly correct. For the crocodile.
So, what's your AC for it?
I have a bad feeling. 16.
Oh boy.
Is this Scruff McGruff? Because he's taking a bite out of crime.
We don't talk
Just how
about
much
Scrubs
fucking
Rock.
damage did I just take?
19.
What?
And you're getting dragged underneath, buddy. I mean, what?
Maybe I need a strength saving throw as well.
Oh no, why are you jinxing us?
I'm not. I knew that was gonna happen
No,
because.
Arno's been through this shit.
Yeah,
Just with a smaller one.
exactly. I know what their abilities are.
But you need to be quiet now because you're not here.
Save. Roll. Please. Strength, yeah.
Yep, strength save.
Oh, fuck. I know I'm
Well,
fucked.
Yep, you're fucked. So
I could do something right now, but I don't know if it's a good idea. Oh, wait.
you are currently now grappled and it's mauled.
Damn it, I don't have it equipped. I could have done something as a freaking
Now Zoho. A sudden, as you pass, and the slowest one behind you. You see this large crocodile, like, attached with its jaws around Foreign's legs. So yeah.
Because I rolled initiative, thanks to, yeah,
Your
so,
monk bullshit.
hey, me.
Oh wait, actually, I need you to roll a D. If you didn't do Sabakazi's recharge, you should probably do that from your rest.
Okay, what's the recharge, 1d8?
It's one die lower than whatever the max charge is. So if we
Max charge is 8.
yeah, so a D6.
5.
Plus whatever you had before, max 8.
Which is 8.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's good information to have. And to be flanking, you would have to be in the water opposite there. If the whole point you went there was to try and flank.
Yes. I am, and because it is difficult terrain, I was right there. 5, 10, 15, 20. I will have to dash, so I am going to use my Step of the Wind bonus action dash to get over here. And then I'm going to whack.
Okay. Whack.
16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, and I need to look up Weapon Mastery.
I believe that one is the one where you get to make the
Oh yeah, the additional attack.
the additional offhand attack
Funk.
as part of the actual attack action itself.
And then I am going to use... Where was it? Peace. As part of the first attack. Make a con saving throw, please.
It succeeded, so
So it succeeded on the saving throw, so it... Speed is
the
halved.
the next attack is at advantage, regardless of who it is. The next one. So
Whack!
yep, that's another hit then.
And my stunning strike is only once per turn. That's pretty much it. That's all I can do.
Okay,
I
okay.
tried to stun
Leave
it.
my friend alone. Okay, Baron.
Yeah.
You currently can't move. This thing has you by the legs.
How would I break free?
You attempt to break free. How you do that is up to you.
This thing is definitely stronger than me, so I don't know how that would go.
Don't think in real world. Sometimes it doesn't help.
The generic roll is an athletics or an acrobatics. And
Yeah,
it would be an action. But how you actually do that is up to you.
I'm going to wrestle the frickin' gator to get break free. I'm gonna go full Steve Irwin on this sucker.
I want to break free.
Let's do it. Wow!
You did not break free. You do have a bonus action still.
Throw out the bloody turret, please.
You
The
can throw out
ballista
bloody
is
turret. It's your. You
very
can fucking do that
unhappy.
now.
Oh yeah.
There's an
did
actual
you find
thing for that now. Took us a long time to get here, but there's a thing for that now.
Hooray!
Whee! I still need to pick an image for that. It is gonna get plopped down next to me. Oh yeah, and it has a sheet. Shit. Yay for complications. I have to remember that this thing has its own sheet now. Flamethrower would be nice, but I'm not looking to cook Zoho, am I?
Or yourself.
Shit. No, I actually knew I was gonna go there, and now I'm questioning it because I'm thinking double. Screw it. This thing is not gonna play nice no matter what I do here.
Doesn't look like it, no. Oh, whoosh.
15-foot cut. So, deck save. Okay. Okay. Off damage, yada yada, usual. Simple ones. Okay, so you flamethrower it. You can't do that at a point where you don't hit Zoho.
Yes, I'm going to.
And you have no move, so we're on to Cayenne.
Does Thorn count as medium or small?
Medium.
Okay.
They are stocky fellows.
Okay.
And stocky ladies.
Yeah, but they could also be considered small, so I can't stand on top of him. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna cast Hex on it.
Which one?
On the crocodile.
Yeah, but
Alligator.
You have to pick an ability score.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's go with strength.
Okay. Hexing the strength. Got it. That was a bonus action.
Yep. Well, that's concerning. And I am... Do I get flanking or no?
No. Zoho would need to be here. Gets weird with big creatures.
Yep.
No, sorry. Zoho would need to be there.
Yeah, and I would have... Yeah, no, it would take me an action. And just to get, large... I am going to cast the Memory Eater. It'll work.
Hooray
do
for
it.
broken buttons.
Yep. Things are being broken, so I'm just going to hit it from the page.
I was about to say, just use your sheet.
Yeah, but they have fancy things now. That would be a miss.
Oh no. Natural 1 for both rolls. That seems highly suspicious.
Yeah, that kind of is. Just to make. Just to
Well,
make
there's
sure.
a much greater chance of him rolling a 1 on the damage dice than there is on the attack dice. But you reach out and you grab
Yeah.
a skull.
Yeah, I missed and grabbed his skull. Damn it!
Okay, any movement?
Oh, I moved 5 feet to get to it, and I've used my bonus action to cast Hex on it at first level.
No, it's fine. Right. What? You didn't use that job, Harry, did you?
So,
Zoho?
Yes.
speaking.
Yes.
Yes, you didn't use it?
I did use it.
You did use it.
Yes.
That's annoyingly a miss then.
You're wondering what? Tail, probably.
They tried to whack him with his tail. However, it's going to slowly slide its way back into the water.
Oh,
No, you don't.
great.
Zaha?
No.
You realize what's going on right now? It's like...
That is an 18, not a 26. I had advantage checked on.
18 still a hit.
So, arm strike. That misses.
Yep,
Wait,
that's
did
a
he
miss.
step out of? Wait, did it step out of range of me?
Yes, it did.
Aha! You fool! Bonk!
Okay.
It would be one-handed.
What, you're not using your fancy thingy?
I don't have. I have stuff for it. I'm trying to get roll 20. D&D Beyond, just the roll without it. Fuck it. I still have the page. So.
Okay.
7 versus 7 bludgeoning plus a d6 for hex.
For hex?
Yes.
Yep.
Has hex on it, so more damage.
If my fuck. I'm trying to use the regular sheet, but my mouse is fucking me. Stop it.
Just roll a d6.
No, he's trying to, but his mouse is fucking with him, so he can't click on it. So his fancy fingers are working, and his non-fancy thing is also
No.
not wanting to play.
No, the fancy thing can't let me do anything with a d6. 6 because I don't have a d6. 5. So
Number 5.
it takes 5 necrotic.
Okay.
You may also choose an ability.
No, he did that when he cast it.
Yeah, I chose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I chose strength.
Okay.
So
Again.
sorry to interrupt your turn. You've done your one attack with Sabakazi and your Nick attack. That's a
Second
miss.
attack. Nee. I burn a focus point for Flurry of Blows.
So 2 more punches then incoming.
What?
Oh no.
Why
Sorry,
did
I was watching everybody
Sorry.
live.
For some reason, this is even though it's big, it is oddly.
Quick.
It is oddly thick.
I'm assuming you wanted to put that on the first roll that actually hit. And suddenly
what?
Zoho self-combobulated into a million pieces out of nowhere.
Mouse, you good?
Yeah, I'm alive.
I said mouse.
No, I'm fine.
don't know where the 10
Why
D20
are you
came
saying
up
it's
with.
combobulate?
10,
Sun-
The 10
Sun-
D20.
For
Yeah,
some
we have
reason.
I was trying to refresh the D20s because apparently I was getting low numbers.
Okay, okay.
Okay. We were just making.
Oh. Would you like a digital dice jail, Squeaky? Would that make you feel better?
Anyways,
Okay, yeah, okay, so it passed the stunning strike again. Not as successful as last time, but it's still passed.
Come here,
you know-
you should have gone for Constitution!
it
No,
doesn't
it doesn't
work
affect
against
saving throws, its abilities.
I hate this motherfucker.
Okay, you have your movement still?
Would now be a good time to ask whether we'd be arriving at the cabin around the same time?
No, you will not.
Okay.
You're further
You
away.
decided to keep flying that way for 4 more hours.
Oh, I just figured the cabin was further along for them than I thought.
Nope. You
Yeah, but you have
move further.
to remember you spotted that near, like,
The beginning of the day, yeah.
that was like before you, yeah, before you took your long rest. It's about right. It's not perfect, but it's about right. Foreign seem to be in a bit of a
I'm gonna
sticky
try
situation.
something. This is my bonus action, so the turret is not gonna be able to do shit.
Okay, so
A melee hit bonus.
yeah.
Fucking hell!
Well, don't consume your thunderous smite because you probably didn't realize you trigger it after when you hit. You can
Yeah.
decide when you hit to trigger, like
Well, I'm not.
after the
I'm
attack.
not. I'm
but
not
you don't do
triggering
it. It's one of those that isn't before.
In other words, it's if I hit, I use Thunderous Smite.
Yeah, it's like I hit. Oh, I rolled a crit.
Well, I whiffed.
Well, you still have your bonus action because, as I said, you probably didn't realize the order for that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Turret can move 15 feet.
It's at 2 squares. 2 squares. Difficult to remember.
Boo.
Even for the turret.
Boo the swamp.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Incoming deck save required.
Yeah. Piss the fuck off and let me go.
Oh, it failed.
Good, get burned. you aquatic nightmare.
Aquatic
And
nightmare!
And
Oh wait, its attack would have had advantage because I used Stunning Strike and I... Meh.
oh yeah, she has
Yeah.
advantage. Roll another d20.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Roll
strictly
your
the
third
nest.
deck hammer
You
again.
don't get to. No, wait, hang on. No, we're messing this up. Your stunning strike would have been on the one you hit, which was the first one.
Oh,
So you need to roll another one, Squeaky, for whichever attack came after it, which would have been
The Sabakaze.
It would have been the first unarmed strike.
would it?
Yeah, because it was you hit with the first Sabakaze, which
Oh.
you then triggered the Nick to get the unarmed strike off of.
This is force damage.
yes.
Bonk.
That is a hit. That is still a hit, so it's still
Bonk.
okay. And
That was
Right, though.
Bleh.
Cayenne's gonna activate innate sorcery, being fucking annoyed. He's going to grab its face again.
Attempt to grab its face. Got it.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay, that's not even remotely correct.
What the fuck is this thing doing?
No, I deselected that shit.
Maybe you should stop using it for this stream.
There, 21 instead.
It's a hit. I think it's like desynced or something.
Let's see here. 7 and an 8. 15
Ow.
psychic,
15. Yep.
and then 4 hex.
And then
Necrotic.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. And that was memory eater, right?
Yes. What do I get from this crocodile? Is it the person? Or is it?
You get. Roll a d100.
Fuck! I don't even have that. 3 off from the nice number.
You get the feeling of being quite satisfied and relaxed, as if you had just eaten a large meal.
Like an elk or a cow?
It was large, whatever it was. The memory you currently have is kind of
After-
dark
after it
and
ate.
wet and afterwards.
Okay.
Anything else?
Actually, I'm gonna roll that one more time because I'm supposed to get advantage. It's when I did, no. Okay. I didn't get a natural 20.
Okay. And you're not moving anywhere?
Nope, I moved there, so it's the mouse could stab it.
Okay. Tail
Plus
flailer.
2, I think we're doing.
Yeah, it's +2 for the thingy. Damn it! It's terrible at flailing tail.
He still has actual parry.
It can only go this far.
Yes, because its speed is halved, and its speed has been halved.
Yeah, I know. However, it is now in the water.
However, it left my range.
Yes, it did.
Oh, so I'm
It's a mess.
drowning.
Not yet.
It landed on 19. Why did it come up with a 14? Oh, probably because it hit something else. Okay.
14 is a miss.
Okay.
Squeaky!
Mouse?
Yes.
Your
Your
turn.
That's it. Help. Let's see. And we pass.
Um,
I'm so glad it passes. Otherwise, this would be horrible for me. I have a chance.
give a chance to
Continues
kill
squeaking.
one of us.
Assuming.
I have no idea where I am on that. That's a hit, yep. 9. Yeah, you remembered with advantage that time, so, 9, another 7.
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of bros.
Okay. Just like,
And wait, this is like the 3rd time I've used Sunning Strike and failed?
It's not guaranteed.
I hate that it's not guaranteed.
Second one's a hit. Well, Stunning Strike, at least you get something every time you use it now, instead of being all or nothing. That's what it used to be. Any movement?
I'm in the water now.
You were in the water already. But it's not deep, it's not quite deep. Well, actually, how far away from the shoreline are you? Yeah, you're now in deep water. It'll be, if you go there, it'll go above. So like about here, you're just about up to your waist. Going further, you can feel it going down as you're going back.
This thing is an asshole, and I'm gonna freaking make it eat something.
It's a giant croc. What did you
Yeah,
expect?
it's an animal. What do you...
And yes, you are about to make it eat something coincidentally.
No, it's not gonna be me.
I don't know.
I don't know. What are you gonna do? What are you doing,
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh wait, I opened the wrong fucking sheet.
Nice.
You could still make strength save.
I could. Fucking hell.
Its strength has been hexed. I don't even know why you haven't been.
Because I don't know what Hex does.
It lowers its...
He doesn't know what Hex does.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
fitting for character. Don't.
It is. Yeah, I'm not
giving him.
You're right.
Either way, Thorin is gonna drown soon if he doesn't get loose. So yeah, I'm gonna do the athletics to break free. Hopefully
Want
this
to
goes.
break free.
Ah!
Did he not one? I'm tapped out right now.
No.
No.
Oh no.
Low, though.
Still pretty damn low. Oh.
Hey, I'm not on the tree. Fuck's sakes. Well, this thing is. Unless the turret can see this thing, this is gonna be interesting.
No, I can see it. It's a big croc. Like, there's a reason it's trying to go deeper into the water. Yeah, you can do it. I was just checking whether you would clip some money. Okay. Flamethrower damage. Done. You cannot move. Okay.
So, about just south of Thorin would be into the water.
Yes, that would be taking your steps into the water.
Okay, so 15, 25. No, fuck it. Go here. I was right there.
Yeah, you would get to there.
Yeah, no, I'm changing what I'm doing.
Okay.
I am hitting it with Ray of Frost.
Oh, fucking hell. Would you like to make my calculations harder? No, you are not hitting with Break Frost.
And then I...
Talk to
sure. All right, it's a sorcerer spell. I get advantage.
How do you get an advantage?
Innate sorcery.
Oh, it's only twice a day though. Yeah, okay. That is a hit. So wait, hang on. So its speed is halved, and it's not.
Let me.
That's gonna make that awkward.
Here.
Minus 10, right?
Shit.
Yeah, Ray of Frost is minus 10 to your speed and whatever the damage is.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, it's. She's lowered by 10 feet, and I roll 2d8.
As an outside observer, I find it hilarious how the DM's just getting mad that you're making it harder for him to kill somebody.
No, it's getting harder to do math on how far this thing can move.
Yeah, I know, but it's
You
still...
get stacking effects.
Yeah.
And then then 6 necrotic for Hex. And then quicken Sorcerer's Burst.
$16 is a hit.
Yep, 16, so... I don't think the math mathed.
You're all a 6
Of a
and a
type
4.
you choose.
Right, but
It's D8. It's when you roll 8 it explodes. Or are you meaning to cast it at a higher level?
It's
no,
a cantrip,
because
though.
yeah, Sorcerer's is a cantrip. That
I mean, some
No, no.
cantrips get stronger with level.
No, I'm questioning if hexes work. Because, like,
Oh, whether Hex triggers on this as well?
well, no, it should, because it's every attack, but it should also be there. But
Oh, it's not
only
all. It's not also. It hasn't calculated Hex.
Yeah, so,
so
that's
you
why.
get-
That's why I'm like That's why I was confused on something's not right.
So
Because
it's
only
10
showing
plus. It's 10 plus Hex, whatever Hex is.
Okay, it is show. Okay, it should be working, but it's not saying. It's only giving two. It's only giving 2 numbers instead of. I'm just gonna roll a d6 because
Roll a
that's
D6.
confusing. So
Don't. It's also more confusing because we have no context.
yeah, sorceress like ning 10 damage to necrotic.
Okay. That's okay. Done the damage.
Yep.
It is not looking like it's having a good time right now.
I mean, I would hope so. It's a pretty durable croc, if not.
Crocs are durable. They live through a lot of things.
You're not wrong.
I'm guessing you're staying there, yeah? Technically,
Yeah,
not.
I could. Yeah, I could actually only move to here.
Are you wanting to move to there?
Yeah.
Okay, right, now I need to... So you hit it with a Ray of Frost, and it's currently half speed, so... But it's also in the water now. Right, so I'm looking at that number. Minus that. Half that minus... Which way is it? I'll do it in order it took effect, so half... That minus 10. Yay, a whole 15 now. Okay, you both get to swing if you want.
Oh.
That is a miss.
Even with blinking? Or does that
No,
not
because it
matter?
triggers after it left flanking. It's when it leaves your range, so it would leave Cayenne and then it would leave you. 18 is a hit, which would
This
also
is
be
not
hit.
fair.
More fair than you think.
Yeah, that's already put in because it's a D6 plus my strength plus another D6, which will be 2 bludgeoning, 4 necrotic.
Okay. Got it.
So it
And
works there.
And as the croc pretty gets to a level where it can actually get its body under the water, it starts spinning.
Death roll!
Are you fucking kidding me?
No!
I would like you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Where's my token? For fuck's sake! Okay, I
Oh,
keep
no.
rolling ones.
This is not fair.
Right. So
No, I'm thinking something's going on with the dice.
Also, didn't I your
no, it's just your unlucky day. So
We
you take
need a
one
dice
level,
shield.
So you're going to take 1 level of exhaustion.
Hold on. Before you say any kind of damage,
It's not damage.
No, I haven't told him the damage yet.
Yeah.
I had to reload it because something started to bug out on my browser.
Mm.
Also, this is a lot of crap. And before you do damage, because I have to do this first, I'm gonna do that as a reaction to this.
That won't work against this. This is a save, not an attack.
No, the damage though.
No, shield doesn't work on damage. It works on to hit rolls. It's not rolling to hit. You're making a save because you're locked in its jaws, and it's now death rolling.
Okay.
You're getting flailed around underwater like a ragdoll. The damage is just a byproduct of being flailed around in the jaws of a crocodile. So you take 12 damage, and you gain 1 level of exhaustion because Dear God is tiring. As you feel your body kind of like twist as your legs kind of like get pulled first, and then you whipped around. Zaha.
I can't think of anything to do here.
I don't know. Poke out one of its eyes.
That will not help you.
Are you attempting to poke out his eyes or just attacking it?
Just attacking because I can't seem to do
Okay.
anything else.
-7 damage, yep.
It needs to fail.
Why would you say that? When you say things like that, they pass.
Did he pass?
It passed. That will have advantage.
Nothing.
Well, you get one more hit. There it is. Bonk.
It's not
That
dead
one.
yet.
Relax.
And a very rough week.
Yes, but don't take it into a D&D sesh. And then everything went all quiet.
Yeah, waiting to find
That's all I can do.
Okay. Varen,
I
your
would like
legs
to
in
make
your legs are in extreme pain right now.
I would like to
Uh,
try and break
you-
free, please.
So, it's an athletics. No, no. I'm surprised.
Just an FYI, the hex does not help the one who needs to make the strength saves.
I mean, yeah,
It
it's.
doesn't.
We get that. It's when it needs to contest something.
You have bonus action
Yeah.
if
there's
you've
not
got anything.
I mean, your turret can fire on it.
It's set to flamethrower though.
Yeah.
You'll have
What
to
am I
sink
gonna?
the turret.
Yeah.
That thing's tiny.
There is fuck all I can do.
It's just
No.
the end of Thorin.
No.
Don't you have healing spells?
They are actions, not bonus actions.
Using his actions trying to escape, so yeah.
Does he not have healing word?
Nope.
He doesn't have access to that. So it just kind of ends go.
Right. So I am. It's one of my normal spells I can't use two to do that. So I am quickening. Alter self.
Text. Right, all to self.
Or aquatic adaptation.
Okay, so you
Fin
can now
and
web.
claws. Do I get advantage because my innate sorcery with attacks with these magically made claws?
Faye?
Hang on a second. How are you casting this? So you
As
alter
a
your
quicken
physical
spell?
form, you choose one following options.
It's only one.
So the natural weapons and the aquatic it's just one of those three.
You can only choose one.
I hate that change. Okay, great. I'll keep the swimming part. Where would I get the +2?
Beth.
Okay.
Which the swimming part would give you, yeah.
Yeah. So I go there, and since I still have an action, and I think X is now done because I gave up the concentration on that.
Yes. That is correct.
I am Gonna hit it again with a memory eater. I didn't even roll yet. I picked it up.
I don't think it.
16.
Clearly, it doesn't care.
16 would hit, yet.
$11.
11.
11 psychic.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
This time you get a feeling of bloodlust run through you. It's gonna continue to roll. I would need another strength save, please.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Hey, you passed that one. So you take a grand total of 9 bludgeoning slash slashing slash blaining damage.
Well, I'm pretty much just about dead. I have 1 HP left.
Oh, jeez.
Roll high, you bastard crocodile.
I am trying.
So-
You guys don't like me very much right now.
So, motherfucker.
Stop being negative.
Oh,
and
no,
just
wait,
figure
hang on.
something out.
Hang on, no.
You forgot about the
You're
weakness.
exhausted, so it's a -2, so you failed, so your exhaustion level goes up by 1.
Oh,
The damage.
Oof.
I'm not
Stacking.
gonna change the damage though, I already stated.
I don't like exhaustion.
That's what happens.
Great.
Right, Zoho. I need to remember that more clearly.
Crit.
Yep, that. How do you want to do this?
He runs over to the croc, grabs its jaw that has thorn in it, takes the blade and chops at its jawline to get thorn out. You do not get friend.
So Sabakaze is an axe and the crocodile is a log. Okay.
A sword chop!
Please stop using me like an axe! I hear you!
So somehow, managing to do this while the croc's in, like, spinning around as well.
You over like my body! That is just
The jaws let go, Thorin is left flailing.
On a dead body.
No, in the water.
Okay.
His legs don't work so well.
Cayenne!
Oh
Get
no.
Thor at the shore!
Thorin is currently comatose.
No. You're
No,
still
you didn't
awake.
go down. However, you seem to be struggling to have your legs work.
He broke
So,
your legs.
Cayenne! Get Thor at the shore! Quickly! Does Cayenne drag Thor to shore?
Yeah, Cayenne will.
Grab.
It would
yeah.
be equivalent of 2 turns because once she's dragging, it becomes more awkward. Because, but yeah, you'll be able to game. You have more than enough time to get Thorin out the water without him drowning.
Hey.
I hand Zoho the med kit, the healer supplies, whatever it's called.
It is a healer's kit.
You can see the kind of like blood dripping out from his where he was kind of like,
Yeah,
I dragged the fucker to shore.
going to attempt to drag that croc to.
but yeah, I used healer's kit.
Okay, are you trained with
It says I can
Medicine.
expend one use of it to stabilize a creature without needing to make a medicine check.
He doesn't need stabilizing. He isn't unconscious.
Okay.
Somehow he has 1 HP. Motherfucking croc.
What do I need to do?
It's like if you want to kind of like, you want to use it to patch up his like leg wounds and stuff. That would be fine.
Yeah.
You know, tourniquet it or bandage it up or whatever. Try.
He had
Reduce
some
the
knowledge.
bleeding problem.
Zaho had some knowledge of medicine from his time in the monastery. Every time he gets his ass handed to him, they gotta learn how to patch up their own wounds.
Mm-hmm.
That should stop the bleeding, but you are very badly wounded, Thorn. We may need to rest a while.
I was expecting to hear amputate.
Yeah, sure. Let me just
Why?
build
Well-
mechanical legs out of the blue.
I
If
mean,
the croc kept going, it might have been.
yeah.
I know I'm an artificer, but holy fuck. I mean, granted, that would be 100% in character for an artificer.
It would also
You
be
have to do
kind of
that.
badass.
Giant's head popped out of the water. Can't you heal yourself?
Zaho looks at Thorn.
Lauren is just slowly recovering from having been spun around and nearly dying as a result.
Oh, he's still dizzy. Okay. Right,
Apparently
still
you
trying
are
to drag
too.
this motherfucker. Still trying to drag this motherfucker.
Right. So
Oh, you're trying to pull the gator corpse out.
Yeah.
You're gonna feed
With
it to
the
numbs.
broken jaw.
yeah. Cayenne, just to go with your capacities. Yeah, it happened.
This thing's too heavy.
A normal saltwater croc is like 2,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Like fully grown adult saltwater croc is 2,000 pounds. This is a giant one. It is sitting
That's-
there in the like in that swampy water.
Yeah, but it's
I mean,
floating.
you-
Buoyancy.
I mean, you
Well,
can rip off
that-
its what's left of its jaw.
Can he not
It's
at least
not
drag him to
that-
shore?
No, that's the point. They don't have the capacity. It's more than double their drag capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
push
but
dragger,
buoyancy
let's-
halves the weight of things if they're floating.
Would still be 1,000 pounds, even if it's halved, and it's also not how buoyancy necessarily works.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That gator skin would definitely be worth money.
No shit. Maybe if you all work together.
Anyway, I think the current predicament is more to do with this guy whose legs are fucked.
Yeah.
Cayenne cannot help with that. She doesn't have any skill in medicine.
Okay,
Borrowed that,
yes.
but
Okay, it's quite obvious you may not be walking anytime soon.
I'm
I'm truly
gonna
sorry, my
I'm
friend.
gonna burn one of my level 2s to use a level 2 cure wounds.
Might be a good idea.
Bringing you up to a total of 19.
I don't-
Filthy crap.
I don't think I am walking to the cabin though.
Ah,
That is a good
Zaho
assumption.
just crouches
You're going to need some
down and
help.
turns around. Hop on.
Thorin just
How?
looks at Zoho. I have no legs. You're either picking me up or throwing me over your shoulder like a sack of potatoes. And while I may have my pride as a dwarf, I think
Forget
I'm gonna
your-
set that aside.
Okay, Vegeta.
No!
My pride!
Thorin Iron's Bane, for goodness sakes, just grab onto my shoulders. You have your arms, they still work.
Ugh, God. Tharn grabs onto to Zoho's arm, not arms, shoulders.
Alright. Do I need to make a check or something to hoist him onto my back?
Alright,
Oh,
Spider.
no, if he lets you, he will I believe
I'm letting
piggybacking
him.
a person.
Alright, let's go, Spider Monkey.
I switched your grapple icon to the prone icon because your legs don't work.
I'm so fucked right now.
Again, do I need to make a check?
No, as long
No.
as you have enough strength to like carry him, which one person should be, you just basically move at half speed due to the added weight.
The cabinet is.
How do I check my carry capacity? Trying to find that.
It's your strength score times 15, I think. It should say at the bottom of the sheet somewhere.
At the bottom?
Yeah, underneath your items.
Cayenne is just carving out this motherfucker's head.
Oh, here it is. Push dragger lift 420 pounds.
Yeah, you should be okay to carry him.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
All you hear is Thorin grunt. You can tell he's in pain, but he's just stoically dealing with it.
Madly tears in his eyes. Right. Cabin up ahead. Hopefully someone there who's better versed in medicine. Yeah.
Thorin just calls out to Cayenne, "Leave the bloody thing alone. It's not going anywhere, and I'll be damned if I let that gator skin go to or crocodile skin go to waste after what just happened."
I'm giving this thing's head to the whiny child.
Oh yes, Nom.
The picky eater.
Alright, time to play the Nom music then.
Nom.
I was like, what are you on about? Whiny child?
The picky eater. Or does the 13 at least let me get its head?
Yay! Nom.
You want to try and cut off its head? What are you using to cut off its head?
A knife?
A knife?
No!
Oh, it's going to take you a long while to cut off this thing's head with a knife.
Well, the only other thing I could use are claws, and they're not long enough.
Gonna take a long time to cut this thing's head off with. If you're planning on just feeding it to something,
Just let him eat it.
Yeah, just give it to Nums. It's not like he breathes or anything.
Right, so while Kyan's doing that, Zoho is just maneuvering across this log, carrying Thorn.
I ignore the rocket on the land, swap to like horns, like. Yeah, so at least I still have the spell going and just. Actually, I could just go over here.
yeah, you just went. You just like did the. I've got to walk over the, and you don't.
Yeah, Cayenne stopped in the water, looks. Oh yeah, just and then just swims over to here.
Thorin just looks over at Cayenne. Maybe you should message Otto.
Not
Yeah.
necessary. I did say I was gonna meet you there.
You're not here. Shh. I have not
In this
messaged
case,
you yet. You're echoes of the far blue yonder.
no.
So, we have arrived at the cabin.
Well, there's no point in waiting outside. Knock on the door, I guess.
Cayenne, would you mind? Got my hands full here.
I literally pick up Thorin.
Okay, I guess I'm looking.
I'm literally holding him under my arm like a bundle of newspapers.
Thorin does not look happy. He's being
Prefer
treated
being
like.
on Zoho's back.
It's more like the fact that he's just being treated like log or groceries or something like that.
It would be wise to
Zoho
put
knocks
you
on the
my
door.
So you knock on the door
hello?
and there is no answer.
Oh no, another one.
Anyone there? He knocks again. Hello?
Just
There's
open
no
the damn
response.
door.
Zoho tries opening the door.
The door is unlocked. You open the door. Inside is a singular room. A bed off in the corner. Little fireplace with chimney. Appears to be used with a pot. Oh well. And various bottles, jars, and stuff scattered around on the table. And on a set of shelves. Bottles and jars on a set of shelves contain with various things inside. And then on the table seems to be a mortar pestle and various remnants of. Well, you've seen Otto do some of this stuff.
I think this is the home of a druid. That's not important. Cayenne, there's a bed in here. Let's set Thorin down on it.
And stick Thorin on the bed.
Just unceremoniously drop him.
No, I'm putting him down. If I could turn.
Thorin grunts again.
It's like just
He's-
flop the dwarf on the bed.
There we go.
Nice. So much pain.
Zoho looks around. I think I've seen Otto work with some of these before. You think this is the home
You're
of a
not
druid?
saying it's a. You're not saying that this is a druid's cabin, are you?
Well, I doubt anyone that we know, because the only ones we know are Otto and
That council of druids?
yeah. Well, I doubt it's them. Though Ian looks outside. Though it's wet, I doubt it's Lumi's
Well,
masters.
No, it's not his master because he lives in Carnell.
No, I said Lumi's.
Lumi.
Get the naked
Oh.
one.
Did you have to
That's how
add
you
on
remember
that
her.
adjective?
Well, right now I'm failing to remember her name. All I remember is that she's naked, and also to
Yes.
water.
Yes, please keep saying that adjective to describe her. That makes the image all the more
You know, the naked one.
promising. You're not here.
I doubt it's the fiery dwarf.
Certainly not. This place doesn't seem like it. Then again, I'm not really an expert in all things druidic. That would be Otto.
I have one more. I have one more send. in me, I can. Yeah, I got one more send. In me, I can try and contact Warhol and ask if he knows.
Probably a good
see if you
idea.
can.
Have you been updating the journal mouse?
I need to
No.
I need to update the count.
I have to update it, but I've been busy.
Oh no, the failure at note taking.
Hey!
That was a general at everybody.
Doesn't sound like it.
It's
Oh god, there's only 18 pages. I feel like there should be a lot more.
I know there should be.
Mm. Oh,
But I can't put down the dates because I can't remember.
Right. So, you throw Thorin on a bed. You message Otto wherever he may be.
Yep.
okay, there's his name. Whirl is Otto's
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
master.
Yeah, I remember Worlds. We've only met the Lumi's master ones. I've met.
Narathia.
Marahi.
Narathia is the
Yeah, Narathi.
nude woman.
Yeah, so I've only messaged Narathi once. I've contacted World multiple times.
Marahi.
Is the dwarf.
does it
Odorug.
matter?
No, really? I'm trying to think of who it could be if it's any of the druids that we know. And the only one that comes to mind is Udarig, Vervindir, or Narathia.
Dependier.
Guess it.
So, Otto, you're effectively traveling back to the cabin still.
Yep, I'm picking up pace if that makes any sense now.
What, you gonna start dashing?
Yes.
Start gonna make a bit of hurry?
Yep.
Oh damn, you might get here a bit quicker. So, you guys are effectively in the cabin for, well, if you're dashing now, it's gonna, just when I got the math down.
Okay.
I want to say 2 hours. I'm gonna say 2 hours. I don't care whether it's right or wrong, it's 2 hours now.
Well,
For Otto to head back far enough to actually where he thinks is roughly around the cabin. There is no.
Yeah, no landmarkers.
There's no without the smoke coming up. There's no.
but Thor,
Actually, that's the point. They may have lit the fire. Did you guys light the fire?
Thorin was
probably
going to
did.
suggest starting a fire.
Okay, so if they light the fire, then it's like you would have to. There would be smoke that would help you home in a bit easier.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
won't have you roll.
Yeah.
Cool.
Remember if I spelled that right.
As soon as there's like a tiny flame in the fire, Zoho decides to use a little bit of a gust to give it some fuel.
And he blows it out. I mean, what?
No. It's like he's doing a little bit of pseudo training with Sabakaze spells to get a better idea on how to use them. Fire spread with the wind, so poof. Fire's going.
Maybe we should investigate the cabin while we wait. At least might give us some answers about the occupant. Or occupants.
Zoho looks around at the steps. Do I roll an investigate?
To nosy at the shit. Yeah.
Hey.
Wait, is this the door or is this the door?
Oh. I thought that was the door.
But there ain't much Thorin can do to help you
This
guys.
is the
He's
door
stuck on
now,
the bed.
apparently.
No,
Okay.
you could still look. You just can't move.
No, wait, actually
No, this,
looking at
this
it
should-
close.
No, I think this is the door, because I think that's the step going up to the door.
No, now that I'm looking at it, if you look right here,
Doesn't matter. This
there's
is the
something
door
that looks
now.
like a
Whatever.
door on
Whatever.
this wall.
No, I was asking Kai. That might be the door on the map, but that's the door on the map.
Your guys are
This
missing
is the door
something.
now.
You're missing
No,
something very
this is the
important.
door.
Yeah, this is the door because that's a path.
Yeah.
Hey.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter to me. It's like, this is
Yeah.
just for a place to work with.
Well, what
So,
does Whirl say anything?
hang on.
Yeah, you know what? Do Squeaky first.
Do the investigation roll before I forget. And
I did. And I rolled for
no, I mean me. I'm talking
Oh.
to myself. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Right.
So, you are not familiar with these so-called ingredients and stuff, but from your investigation, you seem to come across things that similar. You don't know if they're one for one kind of deal, but it's like you find like some mushrooms. It's like the jars seem to have various either different plants in, like some liquids.
Well, whoever lives here, I can't really tell much, but they seem to be studying the flora in the swamp. Maybe? Although I'm not entirely sure.
It's like if you pop the lid on one of the jars, it's all like it smells really, really bad.
As soon as he gets a whiff of it, he immediately
Smells
closes
like a
it.
dense swamp.
He immediately closes it and just slowly sets it back like, okay. If it
Well,
looks unclean, it smells unclean.
It doesn't look unclean, it just seems to smell of concentrated swamp. Swamp in a bottle.
Whoever lives here, there definitely does the swamp.
Can I roll an investigation? I may be
Yeah.
sitting still, but I can still look around.
Hang on. So we're all will respond. It's like, oh, it's you again. Been a while. You're in the swamp. We don't really keep track of everybody. It sounds reasonable. Probably a nature druid, if anything. Anyway, better get back to work. This seems a bit oddly extended in regards to his reply. I think that was more than 25 words. But he has his ways.
He's magic.
You guys will have about 2 hours in regards to the cabin. If you want to look around from, like, shuffle yourself up so you can have a look, that would be a perception.
Yeah, Kyan would sign for lay that information in.
My rolls are crap.
Investigation.
You did an investigation. I'm asking foreign for perception because they can't move through shit because they can't get out the pit. Well, they can, but
Okay.
He can't move
They
shit
won't
to
look
investigate
very-
it.
they can crawl, but they probably want to try and keep some dignity.
Yeah.
My pride!
Cayenne just holds Thorin up and makes it look like he's walking.
From where you are on the bed, you can't see what's on the shelves, but you can see the stuff displayed out on the table. It's like looks like the same shit Olo carries around with him. Very similar indeed. Bit older, maybe. Like more wear on it. Probably had a bit more use. But it definitely is familiar equipment. And Cayenne's investigation? Yeah, just sorry. Pretty much rinse and repeat what I told Squeaky. Which
Yeah,
jar would you like to open?
Do you need me in a short amount of time?
Well, I was gonna have you arrive.
Oh, okay. I just need to take like 5 minutes maximum.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Cayenne would open. The one next to the one Squeaky Zoho opened.
One that isn't the one that's
Yes.
so open. So you open this one. It has some kind of floral scent to it. Clearly not as strong as whatever Squeaky opened. So yeah, you guys have basically got 2 hours of light activity, so I guess that's a short rest if you want it.
Sure.
What, you don't want to spend your hit dice and shit?
I am going to spend 3 hit dice.
That croc had one job. One job.
One job, protect the hut.
And it did it well.
That croc is also now dead, and Thorin might possibly lose his legs.
You think I'll be that mean?
Maybe.
Oh.
It's a hard maybe.
Well,
Do you want me to? Do you want me to be that mean? If you
No.
want me to be that mean,
No, I'm good.
Well,
We are a long way from anywhere where Thorin could build prosthetics.
and Cayenne doesn't have much to heal. Well, aside from getting back her warlock spell slot that she used for a first level spell. And three of my sorcery points back. But Cayenne is also going to look at the ring of mushrooms.
okay, you go and take a look at the ring of mushrooms. It's a ring of mushrooms.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
You want to touch it?
Phrasing?
Rising.
So you step inside the ring of mushrooms.
Yeah,
Give me a second.
just to see what's in the middle.
Uh-oh.
Like if it's different patched, like if it's different,
I said give him a
like
sec.
like if it's buried, like if anything's buried in the middle.
There doesn't appear to be anything buried in the middle.
Okay.
Appears to be a ring ring of mushrooms.
Okay.
The heck did that Cayenne go? Oh. Okay.
So, about 2 hours pass. Cayenne apparently stepped in a fairy ring. And nothing happened because it's a ring of mushrooms. And you return to the hut, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, you're talking to Faye.
Cayenne? Faye?
Bye.
They must have had to mute. They walked back.
Yep. Yep, I
Alright.
walked back as Cayenne was staring at the croc like, how the fuck am I skinning this bastard?
And yeah, as I said, about 2 hours pass, and Otto, you will be able to find the cabin. You didn't drift too much,
Okay.
so and seeing as they apparently lit the fire, the smoke coming out helps. So
I just realized something. I've forgotten something outside.
Some of my spells have no descriptions to them.
Just the turret making its way across the log is what Otto
No.
sees.
Otto, you arrive at the cabin. Technically in bird form.
Lap, lap, lap,
You can't
lap.
really fit in the cabin as bird.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna
So I'm
basically
assume,
land
making
around.
a bit of an assumption you go back.
I'm gonna land here and transform as I'm walking forwards. Like a badass.
All
Like
you
the
see is a
McGonagall.
little.
So you're gonna do the awkward bird hop, and
No. I'm gonna transform the legs first, and the wings will slowly like turn into a cloak. Or my
That's
jacket.
you're gonna do
My
the awkward bird hop from where you land.
Smooth transformation like McGonagall from Harry Potter.
yeah.
Yeah, but to land you have to do the bird hop.
Oh
first.
yeah. No, that's fine.
There's no getting out of the awkward bird.
No, you're right.
Other
Yeah,
than
like the bird
flying
hop and
into
then
a
those
glass
talons become feet.
But that's even more awkward. So you arrive at the cabin.
Yes.
And I'm gonna have to say something, obviously.
No shit, you arrive.
I came as fast as I can. Is he okay?
Barges in.
Oh, Otto.
all
First of all,
you see is Thorin sitting on the bed with legs that look like minced meat.
They were
It's
patched
bad.
up. They're bandaged. But they're bloody bandages. Oh, Otto. First off, I'm thankful you're here. Second, Thorn's right over there.
Can I get stats on the cure wounds? Mine doesn't have any words on it.
Because
Scroll
when you
up
click it,
the-
it will just roll dice.
Uh,
It does what it says.
1D
Cure wounds.
1d8 plus spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, what if I do this? I'm gonna re-roll the one. Wait, is that on me or on others? Hold on.
Your wound.
It's
Your
touch.
wounds.
No.
your wounds
I
is a
have
touch.
a feature that allows me to re-roll one, but I think it's only on myself that works.
Give me a second. Gotta open another sheet. That's when you that's when you're
Revitalization.
animal form, your revitalize thingy.
Yeah, that's on me. Okay.
Because that's to do with your wild shape.
Yeah, yep. All right, so yeah, that's how much I heal you for.
Hmm.
How's he looking now?
Still like shit.
Just add 37 points to my health. Oh god. What the hell, my mouse? Uh-oh. Something broke.
What have you done?
Nothing. It just automatically zoomed in on me for some reason. And refused to zoom back out.
Hmm.
All right, so I've stabilized him, but
You can re-roll the 1.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can re-roll the 1.
Okay.
Reroll! Get something
You
higher!
have to use whatever the re-roll is, but you can re-roll the 1.
Yeah.
Even if it's
What's
a one.
It's a D8, yeah.
Yeah. It's still a 1. Didn't change. No, you don't get to re-roll the re-roll.
No, it's fine. Okay, so I've stabilized him as best I can. Is there anything in this cabin that I could use to maybe improve the legs?
Well,
I start looking
that's
around.
That's what
Has
we're
magically
hoping.
foreign dies and disappears from existence, apparently. Someone
that's what-
accidentally deleted their token.
Well, that's what we're
I just
hoping.
touched my keyboard for a second.
No, you must have hit a
What the
hotkey.
Okay.
You hit delete.
Oh, jeez.
There you are.
my. Okay.
Well, that's what we're hoping you could tell us. I think this cabin is the home of a druid.
Well, that's what
my max HP.
that's what Whirl said.
Otto's furry ears kind of perk up a little bit. His nose kind of twitches. You haven't really seen this very often with him, but he seems really curious and excited.
Zaha immediately writes this down. Write it down.
He starts
Thorin is. Sorry.
He starts
God.
investigating for any like documentation, because he doesn't want to just grab anything off the shelves without knowing what it is first.
There is
Either
no document. If you're looking around,
Like a journal.
yeah,
you need to do an investigation.
yeah, of course. Just wanted to know which I was rolling. Oh jeez.
You find
One
no
better than mine.
documentation.
Okay.
You find it. Were you here? I believe you were here when I described the general
Yeah.
scene of. Yeah, that's what you find.
Uh,
Depending on how much you want to dig into jars and things.
yeah, I'm gonna be digging into jars and seeing what all I can identify to help me with this problem.
I will say, some of them smell like swamp.
Oh, it's
Well,
nothing
I-
I haven't smelled before.
The one I
Saying
smelled
as he's
was,
opening one of the jars.
the one I smelled was floral.
One I opened was felt like concentrate swamp.
Anyways, who has a bigger knife than this dagger?
What?
Someone's determined.
We killed the croc.
Oh,
I dealt the final blow because it had thorn in its jaws, and so I decided to
well, yes, of course it had it in its jaws. I mean, look at the man.
All you get is a thumbs up from
You,
Thorin, who's lying back on the bed.
I imagine once you see the body, you'll see how I got him out.
Oh, I'm sure you killed him.
That's not all I did. No. He's looking away nervous.
Anyways, and he starts looking through like alchemical ingredients. Like I could see that he's got his legs splinted and stuff, and
Yeah.
probably gonna need to wait here a couple days before he can even so much put weight on it or something. I don't know.
Probably a couple
I'm
days at best.
yeah, I'm gonna look for things for him and also things for me. I forget if I got it off you, but when I did my detect poison and disease, was I able to identify what disease and how to cure it?
What detect poison disease? You
When it was
The-
detecting he's diseased with zombification.
Yeah.
no, you know you have a disease.
Okay.
You have a disease, and you know it's a disease, not a poison. You know that there was 2 other sources of poisons nearby,
Yeah.
and you sensed some magic going on that wasn't your normal magic in regards to yourself, which is why you cast what's it upon yourself to
Yeah.
negate that, and you believe you negated that effect, but your disease is still
Yeah.
there.
So I don't
Think of it more like there was magic, like fucking manipulation of it.
I'm just wondering if I know what the disease is, so I know like what I'm looking for to counteract it.
No, you
Okay.
do not know what the disease you have is.
Okay. So I guess I'm just going to go through the ingredients and see if I know any of them that would generally cure diseases. And also for things like quick recovery or healing.
So you go through the few herbs and things there on the table.
Yep.
Okay, so you go through that.
This is definitely going to be an interesting entry in the journal.
Creaky. Let me explain what he sees
Sorry.
first.
Sorry.
So, roll a nature check.
Okay.
Okay. A lot of the leftovers that you can see, you do not know what they are. They're clearly from the area you're in regards to, like, you can tell they're like must grow in the swamp. There's a few like telltale signs, like they like the fact that there's much like more water and stuff in here and stuff. And amongst them, there's like 1 or 2 common like herbs that are used in general medicines and whatnot mixed in amongst them. However, they're only like there doesn't seem to be much in the way of like usable material here. The amounts are very small that's left scattered around.
Does it look like it's been abandoned?
Hasn't been abandoned. It looks like someone like their supplies are low kind of thing.
Okay.
This is what's left seems to be like the leftovers of like there's like probably get like depending on what you're making you might get that might do for that, and some bits that are like leftovers they're like
So like finishing
not sure.
touch ingredients, not actual like full like alchemical ingredients.
Yeah, it's like the stems off of the plants, and the plant has already like it's been taken off and used.
Okay.
That kind of thing. Some of them you do recognize as like the whole like common like just rub this on this and it helps kind of that can be found in quite a lot of areas, but you don't really know what the specific like swampy ones are as you're not familiar with the area.
Oh, I wish my abilities allowed me to identify plants better so I could actually make use of them.
Right, so Cayenne, I'll jump to you for a second, seeing as you went outside to look at the croc again, yeah?
Does this work? Alright.
At a creature.
Yeah,
If-
that would technically. Well, actually, how how rules of written do we want to go with?
It
But
is a
first,
creature.
I should. But
It is.
first,
It is a creature's corpse, thus a creature.
no, because a corpse is an object.
Yeah.
It is both.
It's an object based
It's
on the
both.
rule. But before any of that, if you even do any of that, when you exit the building
Yes.
and you look at the croc, there's a bunch of birds sitting on top of that croc corpse.
And they're all staring.
Some
at
of them
Glenn.
seem to be pecking at it, and there's an eyeball missing.
Oh.
That's fine. We don't
Oh
need that.
no.
Cayenne size. I tapped the bottle to quote unquote wake him up. Look, food, go.
Why do I see Guyan casually chucking it at the corpse?
I chucking it at the corpse.
I'm not chucking it. I'm literally like tapping, waking him up, quote unquote, resummoning him and pointing. Hey, look, we got you meat.
Look, meat.
It kind of like stretches and like kind of slivers across the surface of the water towards the meat, and as it does so, the birds that are on there like just they fuck off. They don't know what the fuck this is.
It's unnatural.
Please eat,
Unnatural.
please eat the inside. I want to try to skin it.
It disappears into the croc's mouth.
It eats it from the inside out. Oh no.
A couple of the birds come back. As you notice that the other ones that did scatter away from your little companion seem to be now like perched in the tree or various places around, staring at you.
Well, I look. Are these ravens or crows? Or vultures?
Well, there's a variety of birds here. Some of them are crows.
Neat.
No
How long
vultures.
How long do I have to stare at them until I can get noms to take that form?
Which one?
Yes.
It's gonna be a long while if you want all of them.
Then let's go with a raven.
You can stare at a raven all you want. You got an auto. Pick something else.
Yeah, but I have to learn familiar forms for this little ball of goop.
Would you like a more detailed like description? There's various ones, smaller, slightly larger. There's ones that clearly are eating the crocodile. There are also a bunch of what appear to be what we'll call your regular garden variety sparrow. Which one would you like to stare at?
Figure that out. Cut back to Otto.
Go back to Otto.
Yeah.
He's currently going through stuff, and it's like, this could be useful, but there's not much here.
I'm wondering if I can test anything that I already have, because I have a couple of blanks,
speed.
and
Oh
I'd
shit,
like.
I forgot that you had that list.
Oh yeah.
Zoho meanwhile is just observing and writing. It stops for a moment. Otto,
Yes?
Zoho's expression looks saddened. About what happened on the beach,
Don't. No. Not now. We can talk about that later.
of course.
You can see he's still
I
very upset.
Thorin
understand.
just has a look of absolute depression about what he had to do.
I understand. Later then. Zoho turns away and resumes scribbling in the journal.
So you have effectively the rest of this day, I suppose. Like till the sun starts actually going down. It's a bit more noticeable when you're in a bit of a... There's a bit more space around where you are.
Thorin is going to start scribbling designs for prosthetics if the worst comes to happen.
Well, you've been stabilized and you've been casted
There's-
and everything.
Well, yeah, also because Thorin can't get out of the bed, can't do anything for himself right now. Because he can't walk around, so
Okay.
he's got nothing better to do.
Otto advises him to maybe think about making a set of crutches for now or something. Or maybe some limb supporters.
Kai, is there anything in the cabin that I see that I could use to do so?
There's a bookcase, there's a desk,
Otto
there's
offers
a
to
table, sorry,
Otto
fireplace and a bed. Not a lot here.
Otto offers to go get some wood and things when he's free.
Thorin gratefully accepts the offer without question.
So, Kyan, did you decide?
Yes. An owl.
An
What?
owl, okay.
It's an owl.
You spawn an owl in the tree and you just start staring at it.
What?
It stares back. It never blinks. Or at least you don't think it ever blinks. If it does blink, it must be blinking at the exact same moment you blink. And then every now and again it's just... with no rhyme or reason. Although the first time it does it, it makes you blink. And then the daylight starts to recede.
And I still see it.
And it's still staring. And you seem to be a bit fixated, but if you do look anywhere else, a lot of the other birds seem to be staring at you. There are other birds that seem to be staring at the cabin. There's a few birds sitting on top of the cabin.
Uh-oh.
If you're watching, Kyan just looks and says this out loud enough for them to hear inside. If you're watching us because we're in your through its home, we're sorry. Yeah, we didn't really take kindly to being attacked by a croc.
Oh no, those
No,
guys are with me!
Are you sure about that?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
they've been
what?
following me ever since I was down north about 4 hours ago.
Okay, well, how many of them were there?
I don't know. They were all in the trees and things. I couldn't see them very well.
How many are out there, Cayenne?
1, 2, 3, 4. Oi, you fucking move! Don't move!
Zoho looks poised to write down the answer in the journal.
Too many.
Too many. That's a good That's a good answer.
I'll go with multitude. Multitude of.
I mean, in this
birds.
case, you'd probably call them a murder, wouldn't you?
That
There's
is.
more, there's more than
Is it
just
about
crows.
crows?
You know, I
Not
mean,
crows.
it was corvids in general.
But how about flock? Flock works.
It's murder.
No. Flock as in.
Are you shouting at one
generally-
another out the window?
No.
Slash
No,
door.
it's no. Flock is in a general group of birds, not just a specific avian variety. We usually call them a flock, don't we?
Not necessarily. It depends on the type of bird.
But generally speaking, if it's more than one species of birds, we call a group of those a flock. Yes.
Yes, but most corvids are all in a group called a murder, so it would just be equally as useful to just call them a murder.
Okay, so to side tangent, do I learn owl form for noms?
You'll have to ask Noms nicely.
Oh no, your Noms is a druid.
Although Noms has been disappeared for a long while now.
Dylan, the dead croc,
No.
and you haven't seen it.
Noms, you
Right.
good?
So you get a satisfied feeling back. So where are you guys doing? Are you literally shouting out the cabin at Cayenne for this conversation?
I mean, just for the bird, but not for the rest of the conversation.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
You
about the
guys are in
bird.
the cabin. Cayenne, you still out the cabin?
Yeah, I'm still out the cab. And waiting for noms to come back, or until I just see skin being dissolved.
I've got the
Okay.
distinct feeling the owner's coming back.
So, for those inside of the cabin, I would like you all to make.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck my life.
Do you mean those three, or including me?
Those three, the ones in the cabin.
Where'd my turret go?
I got rid of it just because I know it still exists. It's just I just moved it.
It died.
Out the
The
way.
end.
Strength saving throw, please.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, what?
As the walls of the cabin start to grow vines, and
Okay.
the floor.
Oh, please
Right.
let it be high. Please let it be high. Please let it be high.
Okay.
Of course I still get the low roll. Well, shit.
Okay. Foreign, you're at -4 right now.
Wait,
Oh
what?
no.
2 levels
no.
of exhaustion.
What?
Exhaustion,
Shit.
right? So official exhaustion right now. Like I did explain this, but I probably need to repeat it because it's changed. Like it's a combination. It's slightly different. It's still stacking as we were using it before. It just stacks faster, and it's for each level you also lose 5 feet of movement. So you get slower, and the penalty's 2 for every level instead of 1, and you die at level 6 rather than 10.
Oh my
I
gosh.
assume it's to make it makes it more painful and really deters people from trying to fight when they start getting it.
That kind of was outside of our control this time, but okay.
Yeah.
It's not like we could have just left him alone. Anyway.
But yeah, it's basically a mix between the old system whereby it caps out on level 6, and the new system where it's just it's flat differences rather than trying to remember. all
So
the different
anyways,
things.
can we see
Ugh.
what's causing this exhaustion now?
It's the.
It's from being death rot.
for being death rolled by
Oh.
the giant croc.
No, I meant okay. So did he end it with 4? I thought he only had 2, or
No,
did he
gets
have
2
some
level-
beforehand?
No, it's -2 per level on your rolls.
Yeah.
Penalty for your
Oh,
rolls is strong. As being buffed. Most people only go like 1 or 2 levels, but it's kind of like it
okay. I
feel
thought
like
I
that
thought he had
helps
4
with
levels of
things.
exhaustion. You're talking
No,
about
no,
the
no.
roll
It's
itself.
at level. No, it's not at 4 out of 6.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to the D20 tests for the new exhaustion rolls, it's reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
I just
so
I just misunderstood. I
First
thought he
level-
was at
so, like,
4 exhaustion all of a
The
sudden.
first thing of it like this way: if you're playing smart, the first level is like just counteracts your like flanking.
Yeah.
Bonus, and you're like for.
Yeah,
someone
honest.
who care about the
No,
fight,
I
to be
understand.
honest.
I just misunderstood. I thought he suddenly like dropped to 4 exhaustion because some sort of spell was happening, but no, it was just his roll.
Right.
Yeah.
So, going back to what's currently happening.
Yeah.
Foreign fails, kind of expected at this point. So foreign is currently.
I mean, he's already prone.
He's restrained.
Is restrained to the bed.
Oh.
Thorn!
And,
Come on.
And the other 2 of you are dealing with the fact that there's now like a whole bunch of vines growing out of the walls and floors.
Kai, come on, do the low-hanging fruit. He's got
As-
a bard as a teammate, and he's just been lashed to a bed. Do it.
Oh,
Not my job.
Cayenne saw that. But she didn't.
Kyan, you are alert enough to notice the
Vines
creaking
crop-
and wants it to turn around and see the hut kind of like encased as a box of vines.
Hmm.
Soho's just slicing away at any vines coming towards him. Otto, any ideas?
Clearly it's a druid. Druid, we come bearing no ill will. We're just here. We have an injured party member.
Otto just straight up panicking.
No, he's saying this
No,
out loud,
no.
like he doesn't want to have another fight because they're not in any condition to do so right now.
Yeah.
We're just seeking asylum.
Yes, please.
He's saying this out loud so that anybody within earshot like can potentially hear him.
Okay. What's Kyan doing on the outside?
And
Actually, you know what? He's
Kyan would try to perceive if anyone is around.
There's one other thing Otto wants to do.
Because
He
the only thing I
repeats
can
the
think-
statement in Druid.
Yeah, because the only thing Kyan would do is literally look between all the would only. Kyan would have to look between all the birds and from where she's positioned to even see this person. If they're not able to cast.
Okay, so currently where you're standing, that triangle is where you can't see in regards to beyond the house. You can obviously you can see the birds and stuff that were sitting on top of the house, kind of like scattered for a moment. And
I think you might have
came
put
back
that
down.
triangle on. I think you might have put that triangle in the GM layer.
Yeah, I don't see
Oh,
anything
I
either.
am currently on the wrong layer when I did that. Yeah, it was only a rough triangle to give you an idea of where, because that the space you can currently not see is a lot smaller than the space you can see. So that's like that's the angles on the house is, and obviously those lines keep going. So if you want to move around, but the birds seem to have sort of like fluttered off and then came back and sat back down on the vine. vines and shit in on the house now. Hut. House, hut. It doesn't
Seems
matter.
like they're very comfortable with that happening.
It's a tree.
Yeah, but birds don't normally react to vines suddenly sprouting for no reason.
Vines don't normally sprout for no reason.
What I'm saying is they're comfortable to
Yeah,
returning there
just-
immediately.
Do I see anything sus?
From your current position, the sus thing is the hut covered in vines.
Oh, I would step this direction. To see if I
Okay.
see anything amiss, then.
Alright, so as you
And while doing that,
walk around,
what? And also while walking to the druid that is doing this, I'm.
hang on, slow down.
Yep.
So as you come around the corner of the house, and you can actually see, you see someone with a staff slowly approaching the house from the other side. And then
I
everything
gently-
went quiet.
I gently wave at the person.
Gently wave.
This.
Uh
I
oh.
never remember this hotkey for some reason.
That is not one of the druids that was at the
Could be. Don't know.
No.
There's this older lady giving Cayenne kind of that dirty look. Like, what are you doing here? What are you doing in my house?
If when given that face, we're trying to get to one of my friends' village, which is somewhere near the swamp, and right now the only option we have is walking. We got attacked by a croc, and we can't really go anywhere because his legs are messed up.
She continues to walk towards you/the hut, and
Oh,
that's where we're gonna end the
jeez.
session.
Ah.
Wow.
Alrighty, folks, that's us for tonight. We'll see you guys again tomorrow night for some Stardew Valley. And 2 weeks from now on Saturday for the result of what's gonna happen now.
I need to update the journal.
And and theoretically, for 2 weeks, it's basically going to be this between Cayenne and the old lady.
Meanwhile, Otto's literally just has his hands up in the middle of the cabin. He doesn't know where the person is. He's just assuming that they are looking in somehow. Anyways, if you want to check the rest of our schedule, check our offline page. And if you want to join our lovely community here on Discord, please join us there. We'll see you guys then.
Bye.